put it into ChatGPT, and we're like, but turn this into an Airbnb listing.
Mainly focusing on influencer marketing and influencer marketing agencies to help them implement AI.
But what if I could create a little app that would, instead of opening a new Google window when you opened a new tab?
Welcome everybody to this week's Innovation Station. Per usual, I'm going to guess Carlos is going to go first because he just jumps up and goes first every single time. Let's take it away, my friend.
Let's do this. So I made the presentation once again very recently, but this is actually an idea that I came up with this week because, again, sort of keeping with the theme, like how I came up with all of this was they told me, oh, okay, we need to like get a jingle for the bakery, right? Because we want to like put out like a marketing and like have something playing on the speakers. It's in like a very busy intersection in Manila, so they asked me to like, oh, if I knew anyone, and I just used Suno.ai, because they have this brand deck, they have a brand identity of the Pandesal and what they're all about, but they don't really know how to go about like applying this information. Essentially, my idea is you're using a brand deck and you're creating content, like very specific content for your brand using the brand deck. Like that's the idea.
We'll see a lot of these sprout up in the next few weeks when 4.0 image capabilities. I tested it with a can of Spindrift and it was really good. It like created these amazing static Facebook ads or Facebook type ads in like a minute. It was really, really good at it. Those platforms are just going to spin up real quick in the next few weeks as soon as I open up the API, I think. Sweet. All right. Who's up next? You know what? Share my screen. All right, I built a using 4.0 image as well. I tested last week. My wife and I were on Saturday. We're like, let's see if we could just take a photo of our living room and kitchen and put it into ChatGPT. And we're like, but turn this into an Airbnb listed photo. And I put a few photos in there and it did an incredible job at turning them into listing photos. Like cleaned everything up, it got rid of clutter off the counters. It like a pro photographer would do, basically.
Okay, so at Nuts and Bolts, as we are mainly focusing on influencer marketing and influencer marketing agencies to help them implement AI. So I thought this is one of the problems they face, which is finding the right content creator for a right sponsorship. So I made this tool to help those agencies to find a YouTuber based on their requirements. And all you have to do is simply input your requirements and the number of subscribers the YouTuber should have, or any other requirements you have. Simply insert it here, and our multi-agent system will find it on YouTube.
I did a mini deep dive the past week on how LLMs play well with Filipino, the language of the Philippines, and I guess this led to a broader topic of low resource languages, or languages that don't have a lot of data online, and how their state and how people deal with them. And this kind of ties into what I think a few months ago I had to work with Tim on a tool for a bunch of different languages, some of which weren't supported by OpenAI and probably fall into this bracket for a reason.
All right, so what I decided to do for this week's Innovation Station was actually build something for myself that I've been wanting for a long time, that to basically help me be more efficient, to have like 40 browser tabs open at once, and then I'll open a new browser and I'll have 40 tabs open in that, and before I know it, I've got like multiple browser windows all with like 100 tabs, and it just gets crazy. So what I thought to myself is, I was like, hey, you know, on default, when you open a new tab in your Chrome browser, it just opens a new Google window. but what if I could create a little app that would, instead of opening a new Google window, when you opened a new tab, it would open my to-do list automatically. So created a basic to-do list app. You can see it's got some of the stuff we need to do here. You know, I can check this one off the list. I'm demoing it to you guys right now. It's got some things that I've completed. It's also got some things that I've got to do coming up. You know, it's got some bells and whistles, like you can change the look and feel of it. And then anytime you open a new browser tab, then it'll automatically open my to-do list instead of just opening a Google search.
So my project was actually building this browser base. So I wanted to automate something, so I was investigating browser base. I found a repo that was actually helpful. The concept was that if I message anything in the Slack, it goes to the browser, searches or does whatever it needs to do, and comes back and shows me the result.
Sweet. All right. That brings today's Innovation Station to a close. Thanks, everybody.